33 and have all of it.
I'm feeling a little. I don't like it. My knee is hurting from these stupid chairs.
I bet. Our mics are open. Heads up. Our mics are open. Oh, sorry. Say that again. I'm sorry. I didn't have that. Yeah. Sounds great. Let's just get into it. Yeah, because we're behind schedule anyways. Yep, standings. No on camera then. Great. I like it. The reflection off my T-zone, the forehead, and the nose right now might cause some issues. That's how much sweat and humidity there is.
All right, boys and girls, shall we?
It's one of the best backdrops you will see in the United States. The New York skyline playing host to Week 6 action in the AVP League. And a historic first here in Central Park as it is seeing its first professional beach volleyball event since opening in 1950. Woman Rink is playing host to the Palm Beach Passion and the Austin Aces, a men's matchup as we look to the Cup standings. The Palm Beach Passion look really solid. This will be their last and final strike, an ability to get to potentially 12-4 to close out the regular season. Will it be enough, though, to end up atop the leaderboard?
Unfortunately, with the unbalanced schedule, we won't know for a couple of weeks here. Still 2 events to come in Texas. We will see. But Palm Beach has really acquitted themselves well through this part of the season.
I'm Cameron Irwin alongside Kevin Barnett. The Austin Aces on the right side of your screen. They will have 1 event still to play. It will be a home event. In just a few short days. Palm Beach Passion, the left side of your screen, housing the 4-time Olympian and gold medalist, Phil Dahlhauser. And uniquely, they start on Phil.
Well, if you're over, you got to try something and see what happens. I was impressed with the way that Austin played in their last match. They did a nice job on their side of the net. The problem was they couldn't slow anyone down on the other side.
Trevor Crabb sets his sights at Avery Drost as Phil Dahlhauser, as tall as a skyscraper, sends one to the sand.
That's a little 2024 Palm Beach on Palm Beach crime right there. Partners last year in league play, enemies now.
They were 1-7 last year as a duo, and boy, has Phil really turned things around. 9 blocks in the previous 2 matches. They now sit at 5-2. Just the 1 change to the roster of the Palm Beach Passion between the men's and the women's duo.
Phil mentioned it to us last night that in Trevor, he's found a guy that has just the right level of energy. I think that's really fed Phil. We've seen him time and again just kick his level up.
Yeah, and also showcasing a little smile here.
Oh, you mean fun?
Yeah, he's got a little bit more emotion in 2025.
Enjoyment of the sport in his last ride here before he takes off the spurs.
After 23 seasons, Phil Dahlhauser will retire. After the 2025 AVP League comes to a close, they've set their goals to Manhattan Beach as well as the Chicago Championships. Avery Drost hanging on with that one. Flex down.
Yeah, I love the way Avery piled his hand in there. Normally you might retract it or follow through on the ball. Here he's going to push and stay. Caught just enough off the fingertips to finish it off. A little change in arm mechanics for the win.
Foot fault violation from Avery Drost. And while we've got a second, let's check in with Rich Lamborn, the 3rd member of our crew and the gold medalist.
Thanks, Cam. Maybe the foot fault is a good segue into this, in that you mentioned how good offensively the Austin Aces have been, but it's their inability to stop their opponents that have kind of led to their record in the league thus far. So how do they find some defensive stops? We'll have to wait and see. They have kind of that unusual split blocking formation that they run. Let's see if it can work out for them in this one against the Passion.
Yeah, the thing they've really pulled back on, Rich, in the last match was errors. They were hitting some pretty good numbers. If you just went straight kill percentage, that would be kills divided by attempts. But time and again, it was the errors that were just causing so many problems. They cleaned that up for the last match, and that's why their percentage rose. But to your point, that's only half the game.
There's that split blocking system in effect.
Game within the game. Phil won, Avery won.
Why is that the choice of the Austin Aces to be able to split block?
Well, you can use the size, right? That keeps the jump server at the line from having to rush up. Would have been an open net for an on-2 attack. Instead, Avery is standing there and ready for Phil. Got the stuff.
Got Wyatt Harrison in the backcourt. He is a rookie in 2025.
Yeah, Wyatt Harrison's only 6'5". Avery Drost only 6'5", so you're not really losing anything in terms of height, but you're gaining in terms of timing. Without the split block, you don't get that stuff block 2 plays ago.
Harrison out of Santa Cruz, California, and Kauai originally is a hometown. How about a spike set from Crab?
Yeah, a showcase for overhand, open hand control there. Crisp contacts, not lifting the ball, getting it to bounce off, also giving it some quality direction.
While the Palm Beach Passion sit at 5-2, the Austin Aces are winless on the men's side.
Oh, love that scoop from Trevor, and the scoop there from Avery. Outstanding, a couple of contacts in that short rally.
Look at Avery Drost out of Redlands, California. Grew up playing baseball all the way through high school and started finding beach volleyball in Santa Barbara, California. Now on a 4-1 run.
Yeah, that'll happen, won't it? In other places you may not find it, but in Santa Barbara you're likely to find it. In fact, it might find you.
That was exactly the case. He was at Westmont. Said from the very first moment he played volleyball, he knew he was in love with it. It took his heart, and he's had one of the longer careers of those in the AVP League.
Yeah, what was a little stout when we started the season here in AVP League? It was Avery Drost has had more partners than Wyatt Harrison has played tournaments.
Miles Evans has had quite a few partners as well, 14. Do you remember the number for Avery?
32,
Ooh.
I believe.
That wins, as does that ace, Wyatt Harrison.
Yeah, and this is his skill, right? This is something you can build on instant points. Everybody loves aces and blocks.
Well, somebody that's got a lot of aces and blocks, Phil Dahlhauser. Here's what he had to say about New York.
Oh man, it's so awesome playing in New York City. I know AVP's been trying to play in Central Park for as long as I've been around, and we're finally here, and I think everyone is super excited about it. Glad that we're on the East Coast. I'm an East Coast guy, so I'm used to humidity, and all the California guys are not, so I think I have a little bit of an advantage.
I think the old line when I was in college was East Coast guys getting killed out here, a little coastal eddy coming in. So this is West Coast guys getting killed out here, a little humidity in the air.
Phil Dahlhauser out of University of Central Florida began his beach volleyball career alongside some of the best on a back court behind a house. He was rooming with a few of the legends, including Nick Lucena. Started his professional beach volleyball career as his partner, then went on to find Todd Rogers, as well as Sean Rosenthal. Nick Lucena in the mix once more.
Oh, I thought you were putting Adam Roberts in there for a second, the way that was phrased, that the legends were in the house. Get Adam Roberts, so we're gonna, him and Nick Lucena now. No, sorry, Adam. It was fun and all, but, you know, Nick, Rosie.
He's a legend in his own right.
Casey. Incoming.
That swing from Wyatt Harrison finds its way out of the stands and into our booth, nonetheless.
Yeah, incoming and outgoing, missed there. But I like the aggression level. If you get timid after these losses, you're definitely setting yourself up for further failure.
Saw it on screen, Brasher and Nuss has been carrying the load for the Austin Aces in the cup standings with a perfect 6-0.
Straight points from the Passion to take the lead 9-8. We're back to Heidi and Avery Drost. Originally out of Redlands, California, right where the Austin Aces back to serve.
Decision to stay on Phil Dahlhauser. They try and double down the defense.
That's a terrific read by Avery. An outstanding read, but much like Taylor Sander, we saw a match ago. If Phil gets a hold of it, best of luck to you. Odds are, even if you're there, you're not coming up with a playable dig.
Usually it's a game of keep away against Phil Dahlhauser. Seeing a few opportunities in this matchup.
Honestly, if you're going to be aggressive from the service line, I like best serve over who you're trying to hit over there. Because the way Palm Beach has played lately, Trevor's just going to cut you to death, shoot you to death. You know what Phil can do. What you're just trying to do is destabilize them from the jump with that first service.
As of recent, both athletes dealing with some injuries. Phil Dahlhauser, the calf taped up. Trevor Crabb, a back injury as well as a quad mid-season as Crabb tries his best up at the net. Taking the lead are the Austin Aces.
Yeah, hard serving, split blocking, it's working.
Dahlhauser has seen 9 attempts already, as opposed to Crabb's 2. Last night, they had 0 hitting errors combined.
Yeah, Phil was 9 for 9.
On their side of the net. Untimely error for the Austin Aces.
Well, here's the moment where Phil does Phil things. We saw him in Miami assert himself from the service line, pick up a couple of blocks, and dispatch with the mayhem. He'll be looking for similar type results here. Let's see if he turns it on. He's backed up for a good jump serve.
7 ties, 3 lead changes to this point. Strong serve to the middle. Crabb sending that one well outside Woolman ring. What's this first set going to come down to?
Boog picks up a block.
Ooh, I like that. Good take. Six kills for Phil. Make it 7.
And another nice read by the Aces. Good touch, but you're gonna have to do something to slow Phil down just a little bit. Avery's got to drive him deep or try and get him off balance.
He's just left with a Wilson tattoo. Said it's going to come down to a block. Is this the one for Phil? Ball well off the net.
Just long. Just long. Cameron, we had a nice view of it right down the end line from our broadcast position, and that was less than half an inch.
When the black cat starts shouting, outie, 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 you know it's going to get a little bit chippy.
John King right on it.
A 4th lead change in 1 set alone. There's the block touch you mentioned. It wasn't a stuff block, but that could be the difference maker.
Blocking is so much more than just stuff blocks. Yeah, they're spectacular, they're fun, they're instant points. It's about channeling to your partner. It's about quality control blocks. They're just enough quality for Trevor to get underneath it.
Set point, Palm Beach. Avery Drost.
Courage. Phil was right there. I thought for sure he's going to dive and close the line.
Some bravery from the 39-year-old. Palm Beach Passion takes a timeout, up by 1, and they've already had 1 look at a set point, but a second to come. Where are you sending this?
Well, they just went to Avery on the left side, right? I would go back to Wyatt here.
So as they try to cool off under the umbrella, And needed here again. Temps now reaching about 90 degrees. The humidity continues to increase. Hi everyone, Cameron Irwin alongside Kevin Barnett. Just 1 point differential. The Palm Beach Passion have really put on a show. 5-2, just their final match of this season, at least in the regular season. Would you stake a little bit extra of them on Chicago and picking up that championship?
I would. I like the way Phil is playing. I like his enthusiasm for the game, the way he talks about the partnership with Trevor. Trevor's fun to play with, right? It's good to have him on your side rather than talking at you or making noises or pointing or whatever. So it's been a nice partnership for them and a good send-off, we think, for Phil Dalhausser. See if they can pull it out here.
Could this be a trap matchup, though? Austin has performed well to this point. Just a 1 point game here late in the first.
These guys are vets, right? They're veterans. I don't think it's a trap. I think it's a case of Austin's playing better. We saw him play better in the last match. We saw him pick up some blocks here. They've put a little bit of pressure on Palm Beach. They've raised their level.
We're going to need to here. Wyatt Harrison decides to try Trevor Crabb late.
Yeah, now here's where I'd go to Wyatt. He needed that side out, but I would definitely work on Wyatt.
And set one belongs to Palm Beach. 15-13, they needed the side out and immediately found it. Trevor Crabb was tested. He came up with the ace.
How about a little magic? How about a little magic, huh?
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
AVP League is brought to you by Wilson, the official ball of the AVP. By Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Let the good times cruise. And by StubHub, the official ticketing partner of the AVP. Picking up where they left off, the Palm Beach Passion with just one error in that first set, combined from a hitting standpoint after last night's win that got them to a 5-2 record on the men's side. Whereas the Austin Aces sit at the bottom of the order. Again, just the top 6 teams making Chicago the championship tournament. It's a single elimination tournament, and the top 2 seeds getting a bye, a chance to see Crabb and Dalhausser in their last regular season match. Smith and Weber, do you think with 4 competitions still to go, do you think they're going to hang on to the #1 spot?
Oh, that's a great question. I would say no, but they do play the bottom part of the league.
They do.
But they've been getting by just in those little moments. I wouldn't be surprised to see them not win a couple of those little tiny moments at the end of sets and end up with a blemish, but I really love the volleyball that they've been playing, the growth that they've had.
The Miami Mayhem men have probably one of the toughest remaining schedules left, and they need wins to end up in that top 6. Do you think they have what it takes to have that last and final push?
Man, I did coming in, and they have lost a few sets and a couple matches I thought they would win or be more competitive in. I still feel like they have it in the tank to really be dominant. You look at what James Shaw can do from a setting perspective, from a blocking perspective. If he can assert his will onto a match, learn to do that. And I don't know if it'll happen this year, but he's certainly capable of learning that the way Phil Dalhausser does. Then you're going to see Miami rise. I think it's up to him and then the side-out game of Shulk. So all he has to do is steady out, inside out, and then James asserts himself. That would be a Miami recipe.
If you're the Austin Aces in this matchup, what are you trying to prove here?
Nothing. I'm trying to win this set. I'm trying to win the next point. I'm drilling down on being in the moment. I'm not worried about the greater context, the record, whatever it may be. I'm going to stay aggressive in each point. That served them well in the first. I would continue that here in the second.
Palm Beach Passion closed out set number 1 on a 4-1 run. The Austin Aces were in it. Playing in the heat of Central Park.
Now, it's worth mentioning the way the fans have shown up in the heat of Central Park, and also last night. Good job, New York. Good job, Manhattan. Players have put on quite a show. There's been a bevy of excellence on the sand.
One of my favorite aspects about this venue is actually the viewing area just above Woolman Rink, where it's free. So everyone passing by in Central Park actually just gets to stop in and watch some of the AVP League and the world's best beach volleyball players, including this man, one of the greatest to ever play the game, 4-time Olympian and gold medalist. Quicker set, Wyatt Harrison showcases his arm. What do you like about his game?
The potential at this point. Yeah, I mean, he's playing outside hitter. He's got those tools. If he can learn to be big enough at the net, channel and control, I think he could be a factor here. This could be just his first league appearance.
Miss serve gives us a second to check in with Rich Lamborn.
Yeah, just talking with Matt Heath, who's in the box for the Palm Beach Passion, about if there's any kind of altering of expectation when you're going up against a winless Austin Aces team. Sometimes those can be the most difficult matches when, you know, you're expected to win. He said, no, the win from the San Diego Smash helped us in the standings, and so we just kind of reorganized on our side, and it was business as usual. We got to focus on what we've got to get done out there and kind of take the assist from those guys and run with it.
Yeah, you make a great point, especially as we get into these later stages. Week 7, week 8, just around the corner. Wins by certain teams kind of redirect others in the standings. Palm Beach Passion now on the defensive and are chasing a top 2 seed and a bye.
And Austin's remaining aggressive. Excellent use of the net there, and then once again Avery not afraid to heat it up, that time with nobody up in front.
Wyatt Harrison earned all Big West honors at UC San Diego.
Yeah, led the league in service aces 1 year. So you know he has that aspect of the game. Anybody who comes to the beach, you can score quick points. You have to love that. Taylor Sander was talking about quick points, those blocks, the aces. Not only worth it on the board, but also demoralizing your opponent. And you can really get runs going that way. I do like just the single timeout per side. You can get some runs and put teams on the defensive and not give them an opportunity to slow it down or recoup.
Now the AVP League has really changed the game, making its debut in 2024. Avery having a conversation.
What you said was, I can't call every little thing, but I got to call it a football, which is a little thing. Does that make sense?
Maybe some game management there from Avery Drost, trying to slow the momentum on the other side. Target acquired for Phil Dahlhauser, the ace right up the middle. .6'9", that's just simply a different level of contact point. This time he works back to the left side. Harrison challenges the block, and it's going to be contested.
Now we had a bad angle, but that looked in to me, and I love the dive from Phil. Watch his movement here. A little pogo and a reach. Got just enough that time. And then everybody can make a call because everyone's right on top of it.
That ball getting overturned, saying that's inbounds. Phil Dahlhauser on a 4-0 run now from the service line. 588 for Crabb and Dahlhauser.
Look for Phil hitting some lines here. He's been going up the middle a lot. Now's when he goes to somebody's side.
Just tested that of Harrison. Does it right again. Kevin, that point belongs to you and Phil.
No, that's Phil's. 0 credit.
8-3, a perfect placement for the Palm Beach Passion. To get the end change and finding a little bit better form here in set number 2.
Now, you can't take lessons from Phil about being 6'9" and goofy foot and snapping the ball and having the softest hands perhaps ever in the game. You can't take those things, right? You can't teach yourself those things. What you can do is watch the way that he picks the game apart, and you can also watch the way that he asserts himself at critical moments. And if you want to watch all those things and maybe try them in your own game, come to Austin, come to Dallas, and for goodness sakes, come to Chicago, will you?
Without question, you'll get a chance to see Phil Dahlhauser and his partner Trevor Crabb in the championship tournament in Chicago. Again, chasing that top 2 seed. To be able to get that first round bye, it will be, of course, a 3 versus 6, a 4 versus 5 in terms of the seeding matchups, and a single elimination. Do you like that aspect?
Sure. Yeah.
It's do or die.
You want stakes? There's no, oh, I had a bad match, I'll play better later and come back to the losers. No, you can't have a bad match.
I don't think this man has ever had a bad match, at least if you ask a fan. He may say otherwise, but a 4-time Olympian and gold medalist. I noted yesterday's broadcast, it's about 77% win percentage in the AVP. 600 plus matches in the AVP. And always getting it done.
And I know Phil actually mentioned he was dissatisfied 2 matches ago. So he decided he was going to be better yesterday, and indeed he was, going 9 for 9. And right now he's taking a moment, too, to take control of this second set.
Yeah, I took the loss to Logan Webber and Hagen Smith, as here's set point. Oh, excuse me, 8-3.
I know we had 2 3-setters. Can't end it early, Cam.
The heat's getting to me.
All good. 8-4. That ball faded tight. Those are the ones you want to go up and get. And Wyatt Harrison kind of said, hey, my bad. You want to wrap your hands around that instead of reaching up around it. Get over it. Go push over. Take control of that thing.
Sun beaming down now on the court. Trevor having to win to see this defensive play. .59, Austin needs to go streaking.
Nice tap over by Phil right there. I like the way he's been dealing with a lot of those tight ones. You see him go to a slide move quite often, 1-foot takeoff. Time and again, his length still matters. That's why you see players in the NBA play when they're 6'10", play to 40 years old, play to 35, 38 years old, because you're still 6'10", you're still 6'9" out here.
Dross works to the left side. And that is well behind his head. There's that long reach.
Yeah, Phil heard you. He's going to bring his green hat and go to the quad. They are on their way here in the second set.
Still just 1 hitting error on the entire weekend and 2 matches played for both athletes.
Wild. Yeah, you're going to win all of the matches if you can do that.
On the other side for Austin, it's 7. Having to dig that serve. The turn and rip from Dahlhauser. Dahlhauser finding double-digit kills, now on a 9-2 run, 3 additional blocks.
Oh, and the 3 aces, preposterous numbers from a guy who's like, yeah, I'm gonna quit, I'm done.
How about adding a dig in? Little Tommy set, lefty. Oh, he tried to send it back to his partner. I think Krabs wishing he had just sent that back over the net.
Trevor, work harder, will you? I don't know why you didn't get to that last one. Man, that was a tough point for Trevor Crabb.
I can tell you one thing, Palm Beach wants to get off the sand here in the second set.
Yeah, this is peak temperature, humidity, and sunshine at 88 degrees.
Phil goes up and over.
That's one of those things you can take from Phil, right? You can hit the ball like that with a good arc, nice crisp contact, and right to the edge of the court.
Now 11 of 15, just 2 errors. Decides to earn a kill with his left. Match point now for the Palm Beach Passion. They're asking for the sky ball.
You gotta give it to him right now. You have to. You have no choice.
They'll kick you out of Woman Rink if you don't. He sends the sky ball. And he can't touch his toes. But he earns the affection of the crowd, more importantly.
Bravo, Trevor.
Here goes the slow pass. Starts now.
The match is sealed, the regular season sealed for the Palm Beach Passion, picking up the win 15-7. We'll get a chance to catch up with the winners, the Palm Beach Passion, here shortly. But it has been a superb 2025 regular season. They close out at 6-2. Will that be enough to have a top 2 seed? They will await week 7 and week 8 to find out if they have indeed earned a bye. New York, we've got one more match still to go. We're gonna check in here with Rich Lamborn and the Palm Beach Passion.
All right, I'm here with the winners, the Palm Beach Passion. Phil, I saw you limping around outside the hotel just a mere couple hours ago. Were you playing possum? Was that legit? You guys look great out there.
You know, when a little adrenaline kicks in and a little ibuprofen kicks in as well, you know, you don't feel it. I'll feel it tomorrow. So it was legit, but you know, we're all used to playing banged up out here.
Yeah. Oh, you guys look fantastic. How about the sky ball? You got the nod from the coach to go ahead with that on match point?
Yeah, right before I asked Phil, and he was a little unsure. And then the crowd really wanted it, and then I looked at Coach, and he's like, thumbs up, do it. And that was one of my better ones.
I was just going to say, 1 to 10, where does that rank on your all-time?
10. I don't think I made one, actually, in the court, so.
Really?
That was high. It had good spin.
And they shanked the pass, too.
You didn't come up with the dig. Cameron said you couldn't touch your toes. Is that a true statement?
After that dig, the way that dig looked, yeah.
All right, you guys put yourself in great position, headed towards Chicago. Got a little assist, I think, from the smash before that. And then this win here really put you guys in great position. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you in Chicago.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, now we know. Trevor Crabb can be found in the South Bay in a yoga class next week. Thanks for joining us here with the AVP League. The Palm Beach Passion close out the regular season. We'll be back with more women's matchups still to come from New York City.